If you pit a god with infinite biological power against a mortal armed with perfect one-hit kill magic, who actually wins? Today, we are putting fan debates aside to rigorously simulate a clash of two entirely opposed combat philosophies. First, we have Thor. As the purebred Norse thunder god, he represents a cosmic force of nature, and his fighting style relies entirely on immense biological power. Opposite him is Perseus. The Greek demigod is a tactical specialist who built his regional legacy by relying on loaned divine artifacts rather than his own inherent strength. We are evaluating the strict trade-off between inherent, unbreakable stamina and acquired instant kill weaponry. The outcome of this fight depends entirely on whether an unbreakable physical force can survive a perfect tactical loadout. This animated diagram charts our core combat evaluation metric, how a god's inherent biological power stacks up against a hero's tactical use of specialized gear. We are measuring physical strength, speed, durability, tactical intelligence, and magical hacks. Looking at Thor's biological dominance, his profile maxes out the strength and durability axes. He is a being who partially lifted the Midgard serpent, a creature large enough to encircle the entire earth. His power is internal, granting him physical force on a cosmic scale. As the chart shifts to Perseus, it spikes on intelligence and hacks. His arsenal allows him to punch massively above his weight class, but you can see his durability is critically low. Perseus is a classic glass cannon build. He relies entirely on his external gear: winged sandals, a helm of darkness, a magic sword, and a pouch, to survive any lethal encounter. If Perseus is disarmed of these magical loans, he is reduced to a standard superhuman, making weapon retention his only hope for survival. Let's analyze the first logical phase of this combat, the stealth phase. Perseus's primary defensive maneuver utilizes the legendary Helm of Darkness to achieve absolute perfect invisibility and complete sensory erasure. Relying on stealth forces Perseus into a methodical, cautious approach, eliminating any option to launch aggressive blitz attacks. Thor's primary countermeasure to this is atmokinesis. Atmokinesis is the ability to generate and weaponize extreme weather events. Thor can saturate the entire battlefield with area of effect, or AoE, lightning and hurricane winds to flush out hidden threats. AoE attacks inflict damage over a wide physical space rather than targeting a single point. Because Thor's massive environmental damage bypasses the need for visual targeting, Perseus's invisibility is rendered tactically useless in a confined space. Moving into the striking phase, we evaluate the primary offensive tools of both combatants. Perseus carries the Harpe sword, a weapon possessing a unique mythological property that bypasses immortality to inflict lethal damage. This proximity threat ring illustrates the fatal logistical flaw of the Harpe. It requires extreme close-quarters combat against a vastly stronger, faster-than-light opponent. Conversely, Thor wields Mjölnir, a hammer carrying an unavoidable magical tracking enchantment that guarantees it never misses its intended target. Throwing the hammer does temporarily remove Thor's primary physical defense, creating a microsecond opening for an opponent. However, engaging in a direct weapon-to-weapon clash guarantees mutual destruction at best, forcing Perseus to abandon conventional weapons for a conceptual trick. That trick is the ultimate wildcard, and Perseus's only true win condition, the severed head of the Gorgon Medusa. The Gorgon's gaze is a pure haxagordy that bypasses physical durability entirely to inflict instant petrification. The logistical hurdle is deployment. Perseus must physically retrieve the head from the cabesus, a magical pouch designed to contain the Gorgon's power, and establish direct line of sight. When compared to Thor's reaction speeds, the physical action of reaching into a bag introduces a fatal time lag. We also have to account for Thor's biological resistance, known as his God Force. This inherent divine vitality grants him documented immunity to cosmic-level toxins and magic. The critical variable is whether this God Force can delay the petrification process, even marginally. If Thor's biology allows him to resist the stone curse for even 3 seconds, his retaliatory strike will obliterate Perseus before the transformation is complete. This flowchart maps our engagement matrix, showing that the battle's outcome is entirely dictated by the rules of engagement and the starting environment. Let's simulate Scenario A, a direct, unscripted confrontation in an open field, where both fighters are immediately aware of each other. Thor unleashes his relentless, headstrong fighting style immediately, leaving no room for tactical planning. Thor's unmissable hammer strike and immediate AoE lightning instantly overwhelm Perseus's fragile physical defenses, because Thor moves at near light speeds. Wielding a weapon that mathematically cannot miss, a direct brawl is totally one-sided. Thor's reaction time is so superior that he can end the encounter before a mortal nervous system even processes the threat. In this neutral arena, Thor takes the win 9 times out of 10. This matrix table displays our win probabilities. Let's simulate Scenario B, where Perseus is granted preparation time and initiates a strategic invisible ambush. Perseus utilizes the Helm of Darkness to wait silently, perfectly exploiting Thor's notoriously careless and impulsive nature. Perseus executes this flawlessly. He uses his reflective shield to guide his hand and deploys Medusa's head before Thor realizes he is under attack. This scenario represents a massive upset, proving that specialized magical hacks can bypass superior cosmic stats under perfect, controlled conditions. To deliver the final verdict, we have to look at their operational tiers. We are comparing a regional kingdom defender to a multiversal cosmic pillar. While Perseus is the more efficient tactician, Thor's sheer physical scale and AoE damage make him the ultimate victor in a neutral vacuum. Infinite brute force power ultimately shatters the glass cannon. For rigorous tactical breakdowns of mythology, hit subscribe.